Hello everybody. Alrighty, so this is our first video, we think, because as of the recording of this we don't even have a name for the channel or anything up there and posted. So what we are going to be doing today, this is the first submission return from KSA grading in Canada here. Sent a group submission. This is my first submission personally, ever sending cards out to get graded, and my first ever return. So I've found a group submission place, Vintage Games and Junk, and I'm using KSA here. I know there's a lot of other companies and a lot of people are going to have their minds made up on KSA probably already, but the main reason I'm using them just because they seem to have had, or word is they have some new standards, grading standards, and I guess they're a little bit more stringent. Now, I guess in the past they haven't been. They've been pretty easy graders from what I understand. Now, there are other companies here in Canada. There's Mint, HOF, I believe. There's a lot of other ones seeming to pop up around nowadays. And since COVID and everything, we really haven't been able to afford to send just your common, I don't know, less than $50 to $100 cards over to PSA or BGS to get graded. Just doesn't really make sense with the exchange rates, the shipping, got to insure it, there's the customs and import fees on the way back, so you really don't know how much it's even going to cost you by the time you send a $20, $50 card or whatever over there. So it's the main reason why I'm using KSA is just to kind of see these guys, see what their new standards are all about, kind of document it for myself. Actually, a father who started collecting again as of recent with for my daughter. Kind of broken sports memorabilia was my old kind of passion, and with her around now, I've started to break some Pokemon cards and really just trying to broaden my horizon a little bit. So I don't, like I say, I don't have an introduction video up yet or anything, so I'm hoping to put one up to give you guys a little bit more info about me and what my kind of interests are, and a little bit of my PC highlights and things I've acquired and kind of flipped over the years. And like I say, I've been collecting cards since I was a kid. Got into the memorabilia when I got a little bit older, a lot of the signed and autograph stuff. I've since kind of started to flip that and kind of reinvest back into my sports cards and stuff. So like I say, without further ado, this is my first submission return from KSA. I did write down the cards and stuff of what the grades I anticipated to get back. I have no idea. Like I said, it's my first attempt, so I don't know if I'm going to be pretty conservative with my numbers or if I was just hoping for a crazy return and I was just out of my mind. But we'll see. Like I say, these guys, this submission group here is quite an affordable way to go. I've actually sent some autographed cards too. Like I say, that was kind of one of my passions before, so I'm into the rookie cards for the most part. I did get some bad news with this submission, that one of my signed cards were refused. Here's seems to be some of my, I don't think these are any of my cases, to be honest. I think these are all they're just giving me random sleeves back. Top loaders. I definitely didn't send them a blue one, so they're just giving me some back, which is nice, I guess, but I'm not sure what this is all about. Okay, so some of these might be one of a kind, Woodstock, one of a kind. I got no idea what any of that stuff's about. So I'm gonna try not to look. So we got some, I guess you can use these as blockers, but these are going to be some of the certifications. They have a couple different methods of grading autographs. Obviously here the basic certification that you just get this little cardstock back on. There's another one where you get a handwritten letter or picture of the card you sent and stuff. So I'm going to try to flip these over so I don't see any of the grades they got, because I don't know. I see something there, but I'm not. I think those are the signed ones. Not sure what to expect. I just know one of the signed cards was refused, and that was kind of a little bit of upsetting on KSA's behalf, as they didn't give the submission group that I sent to any reason for refusing to slab the one auto or authenticate the one auto. Usually they still charge you the money, but they never even gave you a reason on why they didn't like it. Now I did write here down some of the cards I've sent and what I was expecting back. I sent 13 cards in December. You guys can all probably read English, so I'm not going to go through all that. Some of the autos I sent were, like I say, there's nothing really nothing too big and crazy here with this one. This is just really a test run. The next submission, maybe I'll make another video of what I'm going to, maybe I'll make a video of what I'm sending before I send it, and we can kind of go over what we're anticipating the grades to come back as, and yeah, see what the send-off is all about as well. So sent off a Shaq, a Hasek, a Brodeur, and a Joe Carter rookie card. As you can see, my interests are kind of all over the place: baseball, basketball, hockey. Even have a little bit of golf and starting to get into soccer. But as far as my rookie cards and stuff, it's going to be mostly hockey. The odd baseball and basketball in there. But one of these were refused. So it was actually the Shaq that was refused. We'll get into this all in a second, but he's got a company you can send stuff through the mail to, and there's rumors of a ghost signer there that signed for him. Now, I've actually seen PSA slab with it documented that the card was signed through Mine O Mine Inc. So PSA actually obviously recognizes that that's still an authentic. Maybe we'll save the signatures for after. PSA still recognizes them to be authentic signatures, but they feel the need to notarize that it's actually from Mine O Mine here. Maybe let's get that out of the way. All right, without further ado, let's just start breaking into this and we can see what we got. So I'm going to try to, I know you guys might have got a little peek there. I really don't try to do anything to hide anything. Start to do this and kind of see. I don't know if you guys have any other methods of how I should do this. I just have a cell phone on a little tripod right in front of me here. I just really wanted to document this for my sake. There's a lot of good YouTube guys, card breakers and submitters and stuff out there that have inspired this. So maybe I'll go send another video of some of the guys and kind of thank them from afar for me even doing this right now. Those are the signed ones. I'm curious where the refused. Okay, so there feels like there's a card in there. That must be the Shaq that got refused. I'll go over that after too. So I think those are going to be more autographed cards. So let's see how we did. I'm going to do something like this and kind of go see what our first card is, which is I have a Roy Halladay rookie. I actually found this one just in a cardboard box in a group of bulk purchase I got. I don't even remember if it was a yard sale or what the deal was. So I was actually expecting this Halladay to come back. I don't know. I think it was in fairly rough shape, but I think it was at about an 8-ish. Like I say, I'm going to be kind of conservative with my numbers. If they come back better, then I'll be happy. There you go. That's exactly what I was expecting. As you can see, there's little white spots on the corners here and stuff, but overall, it's a pretty nice card. Now, that's something I've heard about KSA too. I do have some KSA stuff in my collection here, and I've heard of them getting a lot of dust and stuff in their cases. This looks pretty clean though. I'm happy with that for sure. Like I say, these only cost I think with the group submission they were $15 a card, so I've paid a lot more than that for so obviously I'm new to this because I showed what this one was. Maybe I'll keep it upside down. So we already know what that marker was. Okay, so we got William Nylander here, and that's going to be glossy rookies. These were just cheap cards. These were actually I got free in another purchase, so I figured I'd send them in and then maybe be trade bait or flip them down the road. But William Nylander glossy rookies, holy 9.5. So I think these I pretty well had at 9s is all I was expecting for that. So that's quite nice. Like I say, it's a pretty cheap card, but any rookies, he's kind of been lighting it up. He's been turned it on, so I think anything Willie as far as a rookie card is going to be a good investment. Let's pull that. We got Matthews there, so let's pull this Mitchie that we already saw. So I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure what the big difference was between these two cards here. They got a little fuzz in there in that one, but for that to be a whole grade different centerings there, this one might be up and crooked a little bit, but I don't know, I think Marner's centered better than Nylander personally. There's a lot of rumors that the more important guys get graded harder. It shouldn't make sense. They shouldn't even be looking at the name of the card. They should just be grading the card. But 8.5, 9.5. Not sure how I feel about that, but let's see what Matthews ended up scoring here. Hopefully, I'd be happy if he ended up getting somewhere, I guess, right in between them. Matthews, 8.52. See, I think I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I'll try to get a better camera so you can give me a little bit of your opinions as well on these. But I don't know. Personally, I think they were all 9s. But obviously, Matthews and Marner are going to get graded a little harder than Nylander. One thing I am disappointed in is they don't use the sleeves to protect the slabs. They just come in raw. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen KSA slabs. That's obviously where the plastic weld is there, where they've sealed it up. I actually I broke one of these slabs because I got a card cheap, a Sakic rookie actually, that I'm going to be sending in for grading, and it was just cheaper for me to break the slab than it was to buy another card. I like the looks of their slabs. I just they do feel, they're a little dinky, but I like them. You can't beat the price, and like I say, as far as comparing to the American styles that your American counterparts there, you're not going to be even coming close to breaking the bank in the same way. So we've got some marquee rookies here. We got a next one up is going to be our Austin Matthews. This is just a rainbow foil rookie. Hopefully all these are facing the same way. So another thing I didn't really notice or go over is that all of these serial numbers should be in order, which I'm not sure. I'll have to go look at that a little bit better. They're close. So that there's no card messing around, no card switching or anything like that. All the cards you've submitted should be 797, 798, 799, so on and so forth, just to keep things smooth. You shouldn't have a major disruption in those numbers. If you do, you know it's been tampered with, or your submission's somebody's been switching some cards out or slabs out. It's not really much you can do to tell pre-grading, but that's definitely a way post-grading. So Austin Matthews, OPC Platinum, 8.5. That seems to be the going. Like I say, they are known to be harder now, so I think they're really trying to. See, it looks to be a little bit of fuzz stuff on the card there. Yeah, like that's all fuzz. I made sure these were pretty clean. That's why I don't really have. I guess it's just my word right now. But next time, I guess you'll see what my process is for submitting these. We'll go from there. But 8.5, like I say, I think that one, like all these new ones, I was expecting a 9. These are fresh out of the pack and put right in there. The penny sleeves, but 8.5 will take, I guess, for, like I say, $15 to grade these. You can break them and resubmit them if you really don't think they're doing you justice. But overall, I don't know what to expect, right? This is my first submission, so I don't know. I could be just way off base on my anticipations. Another Matthews. We've got a 9 with the Matthews, so the cheaper of the Matthews. They graded better, obviously. I don't know. I actually might even, I think I like the foil one a little bit better. These were just going to go into my PC, to be honest. I was thinking of, I think I'm going to put those in these and show you guys now. I don't like having these things not in the card sleeves. I like to put these backwards so that when you peel this off, it sticks a little fold. Sticks to the back. That's how they should be sending them to you, in my opinion. But I guess for $15 a card, you can't really expect an awful lot. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't like these things. I'm just sitting on my dining room table right now. I don't want these things to get scratched up any worse than they may already be. I will try to come up with a method that I can keep everything on camera here eventually. And like always, like any any advice you guys have, any comments, please feel free, let me have it. Like I say, this is just my first time, so I have a lot of learning to do, but I not only wanted to do this for myself and create a little bit of content, I guess, but document it for my daughter too. She can kind of see what I've been into down the road, and down the road she looks back and looks at her PC. She can kind of see some of the cards I accumulated, or how I accumulated, or have some of the stories behind them maybe as well. Really, the ones I'm most excited about here are the autoed cards. I have a bunch of autoed rookies that I'm really pumped at starting to get slabbed and getting all encased, so protected properly. But okay, so we have our Matthews there, we have our glossies, and we'll just toss those all over there for now. Maybe in some of the next videos we can get into what I have in this case here, some of the other rookies I have, and cards I'm planning on sending in, stuff I've swapped for other stuff, or sort of highlights of my PC and whatnot. So these are just a couple cheaper Jordans. Anything Jordan to me is worthwhile doing. So this one here, these are the NBA championship cards. These are pretty cool. There was an error card on one of these. This isn't it, I don't think. I'm pretty sure the years are appropriate on this, and I didn't do that very well. But 8.5, I don't know, these things were beautiful too. I guess if 8.5 is the new 9, then I'm okay with that. But as you can see, like, these are a little mark on that already. I'm not sure if you can see down there. That's why I would really like them to have everybody to start using these things. I don't even know how much they cost, but they're worth the money. I'll put the basketball over there. Alright, so we got a Vince Carter rookie card here. I actually sent to Vince an 8x10 to get signed through the mail a while back, and tried to send this rookie card into him too, and apparently he's not signing through the mail anymore. So I decided, once I got this returned unsigned, that I would just end up grading it and see. But when I took it out of the rookie card top loader, because I was figuring I wasn't going to get my top loaders back, so I switched the top loaders out of it, and I dropped it on the floor when I did that, and there's a tiny little, the slightest little ding to one of the corners, so I'm curious how that will affect it. This I was actually anticipating to be an 8 to an 8.5 because of this little corner ding, so it'll be interesting to see what it comes back at. Vince Carter rookie card, 8.5. So I dropped this card, and admittedly I concede that it had a little corner ding on it somewhere. That's why I thought that the Matthews and the glossies, I guess all of those other hockey rookies, were going to come back a lot better than what this did. But I guess you can drop a card on the floor, or submit a raw Matthews and fresh out of the pack, and they'll equal the same thing. But no, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a beautiful card. I have a couple obviously I'm from Canada here, so anything Raptors, well, not anything, any of the big name Raptors. There's been a lot of Raptors cards not worth the paper they were printed on, but Vince Carter's definitely one worth having. So an 8.5. So far, the worst grade I got was the Halliday. That's an 8 that I was pretty well bang on with that one, assuming that was going to be the lowest grade I got. Sorry guys, I am having a hard time keeping this all on camera and keeping everything centered. Like I say, this is just the first video. I will get better, I promise, and if I don't, then I won't have many viewers or reason to keep this going. So I think now 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, there's a couple here. All right, there's the other Michael Jordans right there. So this is a 50-point club card. Again, just a pretty cheap card, but I'm a massive Jordan fan, so anything that I could find to come up with that was Jordan, I will probably end up sending in. I have basically this whole set of cards. This is the only one that I chose to send in. This should be, I was anticipating, I think I was anticipating 8.5 on this. Yeah, 8.5 just in case, just because of the name on the card. And it got a 9. See, and look at that fuzz right in there. First thing I saw. guys see that probably pretty easy. Sorry about these nasty fingers, you guys. That's not cool. Like, come on. Big piece of black on the white border. Centered 9 Jordan card, and you're going to do that? That's like, I know there's a dusty environment, lots of stuff around. This foam can be problematic at the best of times, but like, look at that, right? I don't know how far away. I could hold that on the other side of the room and you're still going to see that. That's too bad. So that's a little disappointing. I don't know about the quality control or whatever there. I might be able to bang that out, but I don't know if I want to risk that. Again, just cards in the PC, but oh yeah, see, it did move. You see that moving in there? Get it there. Now it's gone. That looks better. So, I don't know. To each their own. I know there's a lot of opinions made up about KSA, but I guess if that's the worst thing about it, like as of right now, the grading's not horrible. I really don't like that fuzz in there, though. That's going to bother the snot out of me. Whatever. But that's why we chose to document this. It's kind of first time. I might try mint. I do have a bunch of baseball cards I want to get into before next season. Vladimir Guerrero and stuff, so I may try to... that's the one we know is no good. I may try KSA one more time. You know, give them another shot with a dozen plus cards and see where they're at and what the consistency's like. I guess it's the only way. You can't really just do a one-off with people. It's not fair. Gotta give them a shot. So this one here is Joe Carter rookie card. This is one of the only ones that I didn't send to get signed personally. I purchased this card years and years ago. Again, there's no grades with these. I'm not even sure why I'm really doing this Heidi card anticipation, but I guess just to see what I'm getting into. Just my first graded authenticated auto. So these are what they look like. Nice Joe Carter signature there. Authenticate. Whoa! The heck's this 6? They graded the card too. Huh. I was not expecting that. So we got the card graded and they authenticate the auto. Authentic KSA certification. Don Ross, Joe Carter. So this is the certification for Joe. This card shall serve as proof of authenticity for the item identified. Huh. Nifty. I was not expecting that. I was just expecting basically an A saying that the autograph is authentic and them to slab the card. That's kind of cool though, so I'm happy with that. That's that pushes them. I think this was only, I think it's only $2 more for to submit the signed card for authentication. So I'm happy with that. I'd do more of those. I am a little upset that the Shaq came back. I'll show you that after, but I can show it now maybe. But a little upset with the Shaq just because I know the PSA will slab them. I do have a friend who's tried to send a few cards over to PSA. I guess that's the cheapest way to get anything slabbed through PSA right now in Canada here is just basically to authenticate their signed or their autographs. It's really an affordable process. So I do know somebody who sent in a few to get done, so we'll see what their return's like, and I think I might piggyback on that submission next time too. Send a few to PSA for just the autograph submission. I don't think they'll grade the card though like this, and for $17, I'm happy with that. I really didn't write down anything of the condition of these because I wasn't expecting a grade back. They were all just kind of, in my opinion, just very good. Like that's an appropriate grade for that. That's surprised. Okay, so that's the final two that passed here. It's going to be a Martin Brodeur, 2 goalies, and Dominic Hasek. So let's look at this Hasek first. Obviously, they've already deemed this authentic. Hasek, I did pay. There shouldn't have been any problem with Hasek, just because that was a paid event at the Sports Expo here in Toronto last year. So I won't try to do any of that. But 7.5 on the Hasek. I don't know. Again, like I say, I was not anticipating to have these cards created as well. So like, I'm kind of happy about that, but I think I'd just have been happier if with just an A on it. As all I really wanted was, I don't know how to feel. All I really wanted was just the autograph authenticated. I didn't care about these cards necessarily, the condition of the card. In fact, I think if the card, like the Carter, unfortunately, like at a 6, probably hurts it with it being that low. Now, with it being the autograph being authenticated, I guess it makes it worthwhile. But I'm not sure how I feel about that. Very nice rookie card. One of the best goalies, arguably, to have ever played the game. Most of my cards and autographs are probably going to be Leafs or Hall of Famers or legends, superstars type of thing, or what I consider to have been throughout my childhood. Like I say, I'm trying to put a collection together for the daughter, so I want it to represent a lot of my interests, not just the monetary value of the cards. A little more interested in passing on my interests, as well as any monetary value that might occur. So we'll do this too. Flip over, and we'll do this one. I sent to the rink. Brodeur, I guess he for a small fee will sign kind of flat, cheaper items. That's not the greatest. I just sent a marker along with it because I wanted it gold. It's hard to get the camera. There's a 7. This that corner's a little dinged, but this was a brand new card out of a box of these. I actually bought a sealed box of these scores just for this and a couple of this. It's got a lot of rookie cards in it, just for autograph purposes on them. I didn't, like I say, I wasn't anticipating grades on these, but I guess it doesn't hurt. Just a little something for the PC. Huh, I guess I should have checked that out. There's something, stuff in there. Clean that up after. Alrighty, and for the, I guess the final bad news of my adventure here is this guy. This was Shaq. Mailed this to him. Actually, mailed 2 cards and an 8x10. Numbered the card appropriately. I don't think I'm going to have the magic powers to add a picture into here of, but you can, a quick eBay search or Google search, you'll see that signature is basically bang on to what has been authenticated. Now, I'm not saying that, like I say, if there's any doubt of it not being authentic, I don't want it authenticated, but I know I've seen PSA authenticate cards and it say mine oh mine ink on them with the authentic Shaquille O'Neal autograph, and this is his rookie number 32. The other cards I sent were all appropriately numbered, because his number does change from teams and times, and they were consistent with that. So I think you might fool a ghostwriter every once in a while, but if this was ghost written, if you will, we didn't fool him. I think I will end up trying to send this to PSA just to see what they come up with here. That's pretty well it, guys. That's our whole submission. It was 13 cards I sent with 1 dud. Overall, I'd say, I'm sorry, I keep banging the camera. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy. It's hard to not be happy with your first submission, just getting all these cards back. And again, I sent these cards to somebody I didn't really know, and obviously had some trust established, but didn't really know them. So I've gotten everything back. Everything's been paid for. Everything's been slabbed, I guess. Well, not everything, but story's still out on that. Send me your thoughts if you think that Shaq's BS or should have been slabbed, or what you guys think. Tell me what you think about the grades. Tell me what you think about the content. got some other ideas for upcoming videos, try to go through some of my personal collection highlights, things I've acquired and what I flipped to get them. We can do some pack ripping. I don't do much box breaking or anything like that, but I do buy packs and rip them. Gotten into some helping people spot some fakes as of lately. Maybe if anybody needs help with that sort of thing on what not to submit or what not even to purchase, I might be able to make a couple videos on that. Definitely going to be doing some more submissions, and we'll certainly record the pre-submission video so you guys can see what I'm sending off. And it's just not just my opinion that matters, and try to do this for everybody else out there too who's thinking of sending either autographs or normal cards out to be slabbed by, well, anybody really, but mainly right now this video about KSA. So I'll try to give them one more shot. My only main concern, I guess, is anything with Matthews on it's going to be hard graded, and the fluff in the slabs. Not very happy about that. Need a little bit more of a cleaner environment maybe for sealing these things, but you get what you pay for, obviously. And overall they did a really good job, and nobody's giving me any reason to sway one way or the other. I have no bias. I have just a guy trying to get some cards graded and give some feedback along the way. So I'm not trying to bash or prop anybody up on any pedestal they don't belong. So may do another video, or may do a video of other channels and guys that have inspired me and kind of got this whole thing going for me, and people who I can kind of thank in the process. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like it if you did. If you didn't like it, then don't like it. Hit the bell if you want a heads up for the next one, and look forward to doing this again. Thanks, everybody.